Yo, yo, yo. The internet is straight up on fire right now. And no, this ain't no drill. Fans of D4VD are in complete shock after the news dropped that the FBI, yes, the FBI literally broke into his crib last night. This ain't your typical celebrity story, fam. We're talking federal agents crashing through doors, snatching phones, and uncovering secrets so wild they're about to blow the whole rap scene wide open. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could D4VD possibly be mixed up in? And trust me, it ain't just music drama. Rumors are swirling about everything from secret business deals gone bad, shady collabs with underground street ops, to a betrayal within his closest circle that nobody saw coming. And the internet. They're losing their minds. Hashtags like hashtag D4VD, FBI, and hashtag who is D4VD trending everywhere. And the comment sections. Total chaos. Fans are crying foul, some are defending, and others are calling for receipts. But here's the kicker, what the FBI found inside that house. Nah, I can't spill it all right now. Let's just say it's gonna shatter your view of D4VD forever. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and keep watching, because the tea is piping hot and this story is just getting started. Alright fam, listen up, because this story just got a whole lot messier than anyone expected. It all started late last night, and the quiet streets around D4VD's mansion were shattered by flashing lights and the unmistakable sound of sirens. No, this wasn't some ordinary police stop. This was the FBI breaking down doors and taking over the whole block. Neighbors were left shook. Some even captured the chaos on their phones, sharing it instantly on Twitter and TikTok, sparking a wildfire of speculation. But what exactly led to this federal raid? Here's what insiders are saying. Apparently, this has been brewing for months, way before anyone even suspected. Behind D4VD's smooth voice and vibey tracks, there were rumors of some serious financial maneuvering that didn't sit right with a lot of people. The young rapper who built his image as the chill, relatable kid from the block, allegedly had a whole other side to his empire, a side that some say involved moving money through shell companies, shady partnerships, and even links to underground street operations that definitely don't vibe with his pop star persona. People close to the situation revealed that the FBI had been quietly investigating for a long time, watching transactions, monitoring calls, and digging into D4VD's business network. What made things explode was a betrayal from the inside. One of D4VD's closest associates, someone who once called himself a brother, flipped and gave up key info that blew the whole thing wide open. This guy, let's call him Jay, was reportedly cut out of a multi-million-dollar deal, and he didn't take it lightly. There's even an alleged audio leak going viral where Jay can be heard shouting, "How could you do this to me?" During a heated argument with D4VD, fans are divided on this. Some say Jay was just bitter and trying to ruin D4VD's career. But others believe he might have uncovered something real, something so serious that it warranted a full FBI raid. The whole situation is like a powder keg, and the explosion is far from over. Now, the drama didn't stop with business. The family side of this story is even more complicated. Insiders say that D4VD's cousin, who was supposedly managing part of his finances, was suddenly locked out and cut off weeks ago before any of this came to light. The cousin denies any knowledge of illegal activity and insists he's just as shocked as the fans. But tensions between D4VD's team and family members escalated quickly after the raid, with heated phone calls, text messages, and even public social media posts that hinted at betrayal and mistrust. The family was left divided, sources say, with some taking sides and others just trying to stay out of the crossfire. As the news spread, social media exploded. The hashtag D4VD FBI started trending worldwide, with fans and haters alike throwing in their 2 cents. TikTokers were quick to piece together timelines, digging through old posts, videos, and comments for any clues about what might have led to the raid. Some even claimed they had known about the real D4VD. All along, a version of the rapper entangled in something way darker than anyone imagined. The comment sections cross Instagram. Twitter and YouTube became absolute battlegrounds. Loyal fans defended D4VD, saying he's just a young guy caught up in stuff beyond his control. Others accused him of hiding his true colors, calling him out for alleged fraud and hypocrisy. The energy was raw, unfiltered, and messy, just like the streets themselves. You could feel the tension build with every new post, every viral clip, and every new rumor spiraling out of control to add fuel to the fire. Rival rappers and influencers started dropping hints, subliminal tweets, and cryptic Instagram stories that only deepened the mystery. One popular rapper tweeted, "Real ones don't hide. They ride," which everyone took as a direct jab at D4V. Others leaked clips from studio sessions, where D4VD supposedly referenced betrayal and fake friends in ways that suddenly felt all too real. It was like watching a soap opera unfold live in front of the whole internet. Then, just when people thought this couldn't get any crazier, a second FBI raid hit an apartment linked to D4VD's manager. This time, the reports say agents found damning evidence, documents, phone records, and even unreported earnings that could have huge legal consequences. Insiders say this raid was a direct follow-up, indicating the investigation was deeper and more serious than anyone realized. And just when you think the story can't take another twist, boom, a leaked audio surfaces. It's a phone call between D4VD and a low-key street boss, known for being connected but operating under the radar. In the call, there are hints at money moves and deals that sound suspiciously illegal. Fans went crazy trying to analyze every word, and the energy shifted. Suddenly, questions popped up everywhere. Was D4VD just a pawn? Or was he playing a bigger game than we knew? Emotions ran high as the internet debated whether D4V was a mastermind or a victim in a dangerous chess match. The fallout from all this is massive. The record label hasn't said much publicly, but sources say they're concerned about the ongoing investigation. Meanwhile, D4VD's socials have gone eerily quiet since the raids, leaving fans to wonder if he's lying low, negotiating a deal, or just straight up out of the game for a minute. The family drama, the street ties, the betrayal from within. It's all a perfect storm that could destroy everything D4VD has built. But one thing is crystal clear. The story is far from over, and the next chapter might just be the darkest yet. And that's where part 1 ends. But don't go anywhere, because next up, we're diving deep into what exactly the FBI found during those raids. Trust me, fam, what they uncovered inside D4VD's house is gonna blow your mind. And it's gonna tear this whole situation wide open in ways you're not ready for. So, fam, the FBI's raid wasn't just some flash-in-the-pan moment. What they uncovered inside D4VD's house changed everything. Sources say agents didn't just find your usual phones and laptops. Nah, they uncovered stacks of documents, encrypted drives, and digital receipts pointing to a complex web of transactions that stretched far beyond what anyone thought. We're talking about money moves that could link D4VD to some serious underground operations, stuff that, if true, would put him on the radar for a long, ugly legal battle. The story goes that the FBI found ledgers detailing payments and kickbacks that went to some mysterious individuals, names no one had ever heard associated with D4VD before. Insiders say this was the first real evidence that the rapper's empire was tied to more than just beats and bars. It was money laundering, business fraud, and possible connections to illegal street operations. The family and the team, they were blindsided. Emotions ran high during the initial fallout as the crew tried to figure out what was real and what was planted. Meanwhile, the internet exploded with wild theories. Some fans claimed D4VD was being set up by enemies who wanted to take him down. Others believed he was knowingly playing both sides, the star on the mic and the player in the shadows. Conspiracy theories flooded social media, from claims of fake evidence to accusations that the FBI was just the tip of a deeper government crackdown on the rap scene. But here's where it gets personal. Behind the scenes, the family was in full meltdown mode. Sources say D4VD's cousin, who'd been locked out weeks earlier, confronted him in a fiery phone call. "You're risking everything we built," the cousin reportedly yelled. "I don't know who you are anymore." Friends and associates were caught in the crossfire, taking sides and cutting ties left and right. One close source told us the whole crew was divided, trust shattered, everyone asking who's loyal and who's a snake. Add to that the betrayal of Jay, the supposed snitch, and it felt like D4VD was losing his closest people all at once. The streets, always quick to catch wind of drama, were buzzing. Local rappers and influencers took shots in social media posts and interviews, using this moment to diss and distance themselves, painting D4VD as a cautionary tale. "This ain't just a fall from grace," one underground rapper said on Instagram Live. "It's a straight-up collapse. It's a straight-up collapse." But the hits kept coming. Remember that second FBI raid? Well, it wasn't just about D4VD's manager. Sources revealed that during the search, agents uncovered plans for an international money transfer, millions of dollars moving, through offshore accounts with no clear business purpose. Insiders say this complicated the case and increased pressure on D4VD's team, suggesting the investigation could go global and that leaked phone call. Yeah, that's a whole other level. Fans heard D4VD talking about handling business with the street boss. Phrases that sounded innocent but were laced with coded language. "You know how it goes," D4VD allegedly said. "Gotta keep things quiet, but make sure the money flows." The audio sparked furious debate online. Some say it's proof D4VD was deeper in the game than he let on. Others argue he was just trying to protect himself and the people around him. Amid all this chaos, social media remained the battleground. The comment sections erupted with fans defending their hero and others tearing him down. The hashtag #FreeD4VD trended alongside hashtag D4VDFBI, showing just how split the fanbase was. Viral TikTok videos breaking down the evidence and timelines racked up millions of views overnight, with influencers and gossip channels jumping on every new detail. And as if that wasn't enough, rumors started swirling about a secret meeting between D4VD and some high-level executives at his label. Insiders whispered that the label was weighing its options whether to cut ties or stand by him in hopes of weathering the storm. Word is, the meeting was tense, emotions raw, with staff divided between protecting the brand and believing in D4VD's innocence. But the real shocker, some say the FBI's discovery inside D4VD's home was just the beginning. Rumors are swirling about additional raids planned at other properties connected to the rapper, with federal agents gearing up for a much bigger investigation. If true, this could drag more people into the mess, friends, family, collaborators, and turn a rap drama into a full-blown legal war. Right now, the streets are watching closely. Everyone wants to know, will D4VD come out clean? Or is this the start of a downward spiral that could end his career before it really began? And the bigger question, is anyone really safe when you play in these circles? The lines between friends and foes have blurred, and trust is harder to find than ever. The stage is set for more chaos, more secrets, and more drama. And as always, the fans are the jury, deciding who to believe and who to condemn. But one thing's for sure, this story is far from finished. That's where we break down the fallout, the street reactions, and the most shocking family confrontations that will leave you speechless. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. So after the FBI raids and all that wild uncovering, the fallout hit hard and fast. Word is, the family situation blew up worse than anyone could have predicted. Sources close to the crew say the drama got so intense that people who were once tight started cutting ties overnight. The cousin who was locked out. Apparently, that was just the start of a brutal power struggle. One insider told me the whole family was left divided. Some wanted to stand by D4VD no matter what. Others said enough was enough and started pushing for damage control. There were heated arguments. Phone calls full of rage and betrayal, and social media posts loaded with shade but no direct mentions. Emotions ran high is an understatement. People who grew up together were suddenly enemies. And it got so bad, some family members reportedly stopped talking altogether. It's like the trust they had was ripped apart by fear, suspicion, and the pressure from the public eye. And it wasn't just the family falling apart. D4VD's friends and collaborators were caught in a whirlwind too. Jay, the so-called snitch, became a central figure in this mess. Some said he was just trying to save himself. Others thought he was the real villain. The internet exploded with clips and leaked texts showing their confrontation, where Jay yelled, "You left me out to dry." And now the FBI's knocking. But the drama didn't stop there. Rumors spread that D4VD's inner circle was quietly fracturing, with some members secretly cooperating with investigators to protect themselves. On the streets, the vibe was pure chaos. Local rappers and influencers were quick to use this drama as ammo. Diss tracks started popping up, sly shots fired in interviews. And social media went wild with fans debating whether D4VD was a victim or a mastermind. The comment sections across platforms became battlegrounds filled with loyalty pledges, conspiracy theories, and downright insults flying back and forth. Some fans said the whole thing was a setup, a way to take down a rising star who was too real for the industry. Others believed D4VD was playing a dangerous game, mixing business with street ties and losing control. The narrative flipped hard, one influencer said. People who loved him are questioning everything now. Amid this, D4VD kept a low profile. His social media accounts went silent, which only fueled speculation. Some thought he was laying low to avoid more heat, while others believed he was working behind the scenes, trying to salvage what he could. Rumors even floated that he was negotiating with the FBI, cooperating to reduce damage. The label's silence added more fuel to the fire. Insiders say the execs were panicking, trying to figure out how to handle this without wrecking their investment. A few leaked texts from label insiders hinted at intense meetings where decisions were being made about D4VD's future. They're split between cutting ties or standing strong, one source revealed. But everyone knows this could blow up big if handled wrong. And here's the kicker. The leaked audio with the street boss wasn't just some random clip. Turns out, that call was part of a bigger investigation into a network that crossed state lines. The federal agents saw it as a smoking gun, connecting D4VD to some serious players. That's why the second raid happened so fast after the first. They needed to tie up loose ends and track the money flow. Meanwhile, fans kept digging. TikTok detectives pieced together timeless, posted breakdowns of D4VD's recent moves, and analyzed lyrics for hidden meanings. Some even claimed they noticed subtle changes in his music, more references to betrayal, distrust, and the cost of fame, and wondered if he was hinting at what was really going down. All of this sparked a heated debate on trust in the rap game. How much of what we see is real? How many stars have secret lives tangled up in things they'd never admit? D4VD's story became a cautionary tale for many, a reminder that fame can be a double-edged sword, especially when your circle isn't what it seems. But as this drama played out, The question on everyone's mind was, what's next? Is D4VD about to drop some truth in a new track? Will the label finally speak up? Or is this just the calm before an even bigger storm? And that's where we leave off for part 3, fam. Because next up, we're about to dive into the viral social media chaos. The fan reactions that got downright wild. And the biggest unexpected twist that nobody saw coming. Trust me. You're gonna want to hear this right after the news broke and the FBI raids went viral. Social media exploded like a grenade. Fans didn't just react, they went full-on frenzy mode. On Twitter, Instagram, and especially TikTok. #D4VDFBI blew up with millions of views, trending not just in the US, but worldwide. You had stan accounts desperately defending D4V, calling him a victim of a setup, while haters jumped at every chance to drag him through the mud. It wasn't just a gossip fest, it turned into an all-out digital war zone. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds, with fans debating everything from did D4VD really do it? To why didn't he come clean sooner? Some fans created entire video essays breaking down every clip and lyric, theorizing about secret messages in his songs. The energy was raw, messy, and unfiltered, exactly how rap drama is supposed to be. The clash got so intense that some posts were flooded with hate comments so heavy. Creators had to disable comments entirely just to cool things off. Influencers and fellow rappers jumped in too. Some subtle shade, some outright disses. One popular rapper posted a cryptic story that said, "When the mask falls, the real comes out." It wasn't long before that clip blew up. Fans convinced it was a direct jab at D4V. Others started calling for accountability, saying the FBI raid was a wake-up call for the industry to clean up its act. The streets were buzzing with questions. Was this just the tip of the iceberg? Were other artists hiding similar skeletons? Amid all this, the label finally broke their silence, but not with an official statement. Instead, they quietly pulled D4VD's latest singles from streaming playlists and paused all upcoming projects. Insiders say this was damage control. But the move only fueled speculation that things were worse behind the scenes than Jan guessed. Some even whispered about contract terminations and lawsuits looming on the horizon. But the biggest shock? A surprise appearance from D4VD himself. Out of nowhere, the rapper dropped a raw, emotional live video on Instagram, addressing the rumors for the first time. His voice was shaky, his eyes tired, but the message was clear. I'm human. I've made mistakes. But I'm not who they're trying to make me out to be. Fans were stunned, some praised his honesty. Others questioned the timing, wondering if it was damage control or a genuine plea for understanding. And just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any crazier, bam, the biggest twist hit. Leaked documents surfaced online revealing that Jay, the so-called snitch, was under investigation himself for fraud and trying to sabotage D4VD's career out of jealousy. This flip turned the whole narrative upside down. Suddenly, the guy who started the downfall might be the one with dirty hands. Rumors spiraled out of control as fans and media scrambled to piece together who was really telling the truth. This new development threw fuel on the fire, with social media erupting again, but this time, the debate was about loyalty, revenge, and the messy reality of the rap game's underbelly. Some called for justice for D4V, while others warned not to jump to conclusions too fast. The whole situation felt like a live reality show, only way more intense and with real careers on the line. The family drama, the betrayal, the legal heat, the viral fan chaos. And now this explosive twist, all signs point to one thing. D4VD's story is just getting started. This isn't some quick scandal you forget about next week. This is a saga that could redefine what we thought we knew about the rap world's glitz and grime, and with whispers of more leaks, more investigations, and possible court battles on the horizon. The question is, will D4VD survive this storm, or is this the beginning of the end? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the whole culture is watching. So there you have it, from the FBI busting down D4VD's door, to shocking family betrayals, secret audio leaks, and viral social media chaos. This saga has it all. We saw how quickly trust can shatter, how rumors spiral out of control, and how the streets react when one of their own gets caught in the crossfire. But just when we thought the story couldn't get any crazier, the unexpected twist with Jay flipping the script left everyone questioning what's real and what's just smoke and mirrors. Now, the big question: will this fallout destroy D4VD's career for good, or is there a chance for redemption? Will the label stand by him or cut ties to save face? And how deep does this whole investigation really go? The truth is, no one knows yet. And that's why this story is far from over. But one thing's certain, in the world of rap and fame, the line between friend and foe is razor thin. And the game can change in an instant. So what do you think really happened behind those closed doors? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear every theory, every hot take, and every wild prediction. Smash that like button if you're here for the real rap drama. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next explosive update. Trust me, fam, this story is just getting started, and you'll want to be front row when the next chapter drops. Peace out and stay tuned. Stay tuned.